Hello friends, myself I am Kalai Chelvan from the Department of Mechanical Engineering from Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. So in this video we can discuss about the topic called troubleshooting and applications. It is the fifth unit of hydraulics and pneumatic subject. So this is the syllabus of fifth unit. So in previous video we already seen what is installation, what is selections, maintenance, troubleshooting, remedies in hydraulic and pneumatic system. So in this video we can see the design of hydraulic circuit for drilling, planning, shaping, surface grinding, press and forklift applications. So these are the major applications which are constructed by using the hydraulic circuits. So in this video we only see the hydraulic circuit. In next video we can see pneumatic circuits. So in above units we clearly studied about what is hydraulic system, what is pneumatic system, what are the components and accessories required to construct a hydraulic system, and what are the components accessories required to construct a pneumatic system. So the applications are mainly classified into two types. One is stationary application, another one is mobile application. So most of the industries where the stationary applications are used are constructed by using pneumatic or hydraulic circuits. So these are the basic applications which are given here. This is drilling, planning, shaping, surface grinding, press and forklift applications. First we are going to see a drilling machine by using hydraulic circuit, constructed by using hydraulic circuit. Before seeing the explanation, we can start up with this diagram. So here the hydraulic tank is present. After a hydraulic tank, one filter is present. Above the filter a pump is present. A pump is moved by a prime mover, connected by a prime mover, a electric motor. In between the DC valve and the pump, a pressure relief valve is connected. A pressurized fluid from a pump is entered through the pressure relief valve. After entering the pressure relief valve is entered into the DC valve. So here a DC valve is present. We can see it consists of three portions and four ports. So hence it is known as 4/3 DC valves. So here a lever is located. So it is called as manually operated spring with offset DC valves. So this is the DC valve. After DC valve, the pressurized fluid is entered through the entering into the actuators. Actuators here is double acting cylinder is located in the at the end of the double acting cylinder. At the end of the piston, a drill bit is connected. Above the drill bit, one motor is connected because it is a drilling process. So in a double acting cylinder, the forward and backward it is a linear motion. So here a forward and a backward strokes are maintained. So this is the basic construction of the drilling machines. So here we can see what is the working principle of a drilling machines. So total control, basically in hydraulic system there are the three types of control valve are present. First one is direction control valve, second one is flow control valve, third one is pressure control valve. So direction control valve is used to control the directions of the fluid, whether it enter through a port or through B port. The directions are controlled by a direction control valve. The flow control valve is used to control the flow of the fluid, and the pressure relief valve is used to control the excess pressure from the pump. It avoids the excess pressure from the pump because the excess pressurized fluid when entered to the DC valves damages the DC valves, also the actuators and the other components. So here a pressure relief valve is presented. So you can see what are the working principles of the drilling machines. Here a left mode, it is just adjusting the DC valve, the A port and B port actuations of a for downward and upward motions are controlled. Here a left mode, when a DC valve is shifted to the left mode, the cylinder moves downward and carried out a drilling operation. In right mode, when a DC valve is shifted to the right mode, the cylinder moves upward and it retracts. We can easily understand here a fluid which is pumped, suctioned by a pump in a tank, then is entered into the line of a DC valve. If it's entered to the A port, it goes to the A port of the double acting cylinder and it pushes downward. It pushes the piston into downward. when the directions are shifted, when it is shifted to right mode, it flows to the B. So it entered into the B port and it pushes upward. So these are the basic constructions. These are the basic hydraulic circuit constructions for a drilling machine. So next we can see what is a planing machine, what are the design of hydraulic circuit for planing machines. So in planing machines, as same as a drilling machine, here extra accessories are present. It is called LV, pilot limit valve and pilot limit valve 2. The two valves are located in between the cylinder and the DC valve. So here linear actuations are carried out. This is a cylinder. This is a double acting cylinder with two rod here present. So above the planer machine table are present. The total mechanism is used to actuate the planer machining tool in a linear motions. The tool is a fixed. When the forward movement of when the pressurized oil entered into a airport, it pushes the table in forward motion. When the pressurized fluid of the DC valves enters through the B port, it pushes the table in backward direction. So the linear motions is carried out, the tool is fixed, here a planar operations are carried out. This is the simple constructions of the hydraulic circuit for a planar machines. Hence we can start with a tank. Here a tank is present. After a tank a filter is present. After a filter a pump is present. Pump is connected with the prime motor. Motor is used to run the pump. After a pump a pressure relief valve is connected. After the pressure relief valve a DC valve is connected. In the DC valve we can see this is 4x2 DC valve with a solenoid. 4x2 solenoid DC valve. So after the DC valve, here a LV1 switch and here a LV2. This is a pilot limit valve switch. So after the pilot limit valve switch, it is connected to the cylinder. So here actuator is located. So this total control is forward movement and the backward movement. So here the clear explanations are given here. We can see what is the explanation for the forward and backward movement of the table. When the DC valve is shifted to the right envelope mode, oil flows from the pump into a left end of the cylinder and the piston moves from the right to left. Here, when a DC valve is shifted to a right envelope, the oil flows from a pump, enter into the left and a left end of the cylinder and the piston moves left to right. This is the concept. Here, in a return stroke, when a DC valve shifted to the left envelope mode, the oil flows from right end to of the cylinder and moves right to left. Here, when it in a forward stroke, the fluid enter into the left and pushes the left to right. In backward stroke, the fluid enters in the right side B port and pushes the table to right to left. So this is the planer machine. We can see the machines in the industrial area. It is the hydraulic planer machines. So next we can see what is the shaping machine, what are the functions carried out in shaping machines. The design of hydraulic circuit for shaping machines. Here we can see a tank. After a tank filter is placed. After a filter pump is placed. After a pump pressure relief valve is connected in between the pump and DC valves. Here a full valve DC valves are take places. This is called spool valve. So the internal structure of the spool valve is clearly seen. So after the spool valve, a double acting cylinder is placed with a single rod. A double acting cylinder is placed. In the double acting cylinder, the tool post, the ram is set up. So this is also a forward and backward actuations. So as the same we seen in the planer machine, the same concept is carried out here. Here any pilot valve limit switches are not present. Directly the pressurized fluid is entered from DC valve to cylinder. So this is the basic concept. Forward stroke we can see when the DC is shifted to the right envelope, oil flows from the pump right end of the cylinder and the piston moves right to left. So here when the DC valve is shifted to the right envelope, the fluid flows to right end and the cylinder right end of the cylinder and pushes the piston moves right to left. This is forward stroke. When when a return stroke, when the DC valve is shifted to the left envelope, the oil flows from the pump into the left end of the cylinder through the flow control valve and piston moves left to right. This is the concept where when the DC valve is shifted to the left envelope, the oil flow to the left side of the cylinder and pushes the piston to left to right. This is called return stroke. So this is the basic constructions. Here the tool posts are located and the tools are fixed, and here this is the RAM setup. So this is adjustable dogs are present here. So this is the basic concept of design of hydraulic circuit for shaping machine. So next we can see what is a grinding machine and how was the constructions, hydraulic circuit constructions are built for grinding machines. So here we can see this is also a linear motion reaction. There is also a double acting cylinder with double rod are presented. So this is also a forward and backward stories are carried out. So we can start up with the diagram. Here a tank is present. Above the tank a pump is present. Above the pump a pressure relief valve is present, and above here we used a pilot operated valve both side. So here is DC valve is located. After the DC valve it enter into the pilot relief valve. After the pilot operated valve it enter into the cylinder. So as a same, when the DC is shifted to the right envelope, the oil flows from the pump into left of the cylinder and piston moves from left to right. When oil flows to left of the cylinder and piston moves left to right. As the same in a return stroke, when the DC valve is shifted to the right envelope, the oil flows from the pump to right end of the cylinder moves right to left. So this is called a return stroke. So here the table is moved in forward and return, forward in return. This is a linear motion, linear reactions where a grinding wheel is fixed and tool post and the table is actuated in forward, backward, forward, backward. This is the simple concept. So next we are seeing the hydraulic circuit of pressing machine. So this is also a simple method which is carried out. Here we can see a tank and a filter and a pump where the prime motor is connected, and after the pump a pressure relief valve is connected. So here the hand operated, here the lever is presented. So hand operated DC valve is located. It contains three portions, we can clearly see in the pic. And after a flow control valve is present here. Flow control valve is used to control the flow of the fluid, and here a cylinder is present. It is a double acting cylinder, and in the bottom of the cylinder metal machine bed is placed. So this also a simple concept. It consists of extension and retraction. So when the 4/3 DC valve is shifted in a left mode, oil flows from the pump blind at the end of the cylinder, thus the cylinder extends. So here when the DC valve is shifted in a left envelope, oil flow from the pump and pushes the pump, oil flow from the pump and pushes the cylinder to extends. In a retraction, when the DC valve is shifted in a right mode, the oil flows from the rod at the end of the cylinder and retraction will start. So this is the basic concept where the cylinder is placed at port 1 and port 2 is placed. Due to the shifting of DC valves, the adjustable ports are adjusted and the oil flows to extraction and retraction. So this is the simple concept which was carried out in pressing machine. So here a cylinder locking system is known as. When the DC valve is shifted to the spring centered mode, the pump's flows is directed to the tank. So this is simple hydraulic circuit for pressing applications. So next we can see what is the forklift applications and what are the design of hydraulic circuit for forklift application. Forklift applications are mainly used in industrial areas. We can see this also consists of a extension and retraction. Pressure on the counterbalance valve. Here a counterbalance valve is located in between the cylinder and the DC valve. a counter valve, when the pressure on the counterbalance valve has been set slightly above required system pressure to prevent the load from a free falling. So here a control valve balance valve is located to prevent the load from a free falling. Due to the back pressure fluid available on the rod sides open a counterbalance valve. Fluid coming out of the cylinder flows directly to the tank through a DC valve. So fluid coming out of the cylinder and flows directly to the tank from the DC valve. So this is the some examples for forklift applications. We can see the images of the lifting equipment, hydraulic vehicle which are mostly used in industry. So this is the forklift application vehicle. So here a retraction also plays when a fluid is reverse direction cannot occur with a reverse free flow check valve. When the load is to be raised, the internal valve permits flow to retraction of the cylinder. So this is the concept where the extension and retraction are take place in this circuit. So cylinder locking at the center position of the DCV pump is uploaded and the piston is held locked by a counterbalance valve. If the load is required to hold the prolonged time, then a pilot operator check valve is used to additional to the counterbalance valve. This is called cylinder locking. So thank you friends. Next video we can see what is the pneumatic system and what are the applications which are constructed by using the pneumatic system. Thank you so much.